Palaver I have to go through to do a fucking weld. Glasses.
It's just for your own protection and...
I can't fucking see. It's a CB750 that's we're turning into a CR750, which Dick Mann won the Daytona 200 on it in 1970, was it, Mark? 69. So it's had all the lugs cut off the frame, back of the frame cut off, the racing seat, the racing tank, new top yoke, clip-ons, twin brake conversion. 836cc, all reworked cylinder head, just making the exhaust to run it as open megaphones. Put the fairing brackets on. So yeah, just going through it all. Got to tidy up the oil tank, we're not happy with that. Make the oil tank brackets. Yeah, it'd be nice when it's all done.
See, it was never, when I got it, it was never actually a standard bike. The only things that have been purchased that are on here at the moment is a different seat and the fairing setup at the front, but it had twin discs on the front, which was an option, but there's not a huge amount of bikes with that on. So yeah, pretty much what you see here is how the bike came.
Is there much left to do on the bike?
Yeah, quite a bit, yeah.
Well, it's having a steering dampener put on it to make it more rigid. That it hasn't got on at the moment. There's various different works to be done on the headstock due to the fairing. Obviously the clocks are different, but yeah, I mean there's enough, and we need to try and get a side stand to work with these exhausts, because it just makes it more usable, because at the end of the day it is going to be a road bike. It's going to have a daytime MOT on it, so it's not going to have any lights, indicators, etc. But we're keeping it, we're not going full on, because the original bike had a magneto, right? Magneto?
Yeah, magneto ignition system, yeah.
So this would have all been, would have had a different casing on here, and this would have been removed. But the trouble of it is, you then can't start it on electric start. So I want it to make it as close as I can to the original, but still usable for a road bike.
Yeah. So what you're making now?
You've got to build, until we put the rear sets on here, which is your pedals and your levers, then there's a bracket comes up from here to the rear sets.
Okay.
So we can't do that at the moment, but you need to tie the two exhaust pipes together here. So I'm just making the little brackets up to go on there, and then I'll just weld something on here. We'll set it exactly where we want it, just to hold it, and then I can replicate that on the other side.
So there's twin exhausts on the other side as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Tack that bracket on there and just weld a bolt to that.
Okay.
And that will just slide in there, and your nut on the back, yeah?
Right. This is for
to hold the
permanent.
two together.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise you end up with a bracket trying to get a bolt up through there, and it's a real pain in the bum.
Is that metal going to be sufficient?
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah. Get it as light as you can. Palaver I have to go through to do a fucking weld. Glasses.
It's just for your own protection and...
I can't fucking see. Right, that'll hold that.
So when it comes to the other side,
Yeah.
how do you copy for the other side for the same angle of the pipes?
Well,
Do
you
take
can
them
measure.
off and then do you take
No,
them?
no, just measure where they've come to. Measure where you started cutting, and it's because you've got so much flex in them. Once you've
Yeah.
put a load of lobster backs in them, you can bend them, and then it's just literally, which is
Eyeball
why
it.
we're making this solid now. And then you just eyeball them in.
Okay. Next week on the workshop.
That's the dimensions for the rear brake pedal and the cross shaft and your arm. So at least I've got drawings, you know what I mean? So I can get stuff made. I've got good engineers.